My dad painted his face black, and he was a Morris dancer. Dad wore bells and he waved hankies, and he was an English country prancer. We never did the normal things that families like to do, like watching Strictly on the Box or going to the zoo. We never went to the cinema for a treat, but instead we drove to the Rochester Sweeps Festival with Uncle Fred. Dad dressed himself in many different coloured tatters, and he danced around the Rochester town wearing a horse's head. Me and my brother had to help by sewing on bells till our fingers bled, and our mother thought that he should get a proper job instead. Dad dressed himself with bells and tatters, and Dad's uniform was coloured blue, mauve, green, red and white. Dad used to write his own Morris dances, and he trained for hours every night. Dad was a Major Morris man, and not a Morris minor. We thought some of his Morris dances were very stupid, but he thought they were nothing finer. My dad danced outside pubs in Rochester High Street during the Rochester Sweeps Festival, and he used hankies, sashes, bells and sticks. The kids at school thought my dad was very funny, and they all took the mick. The bullies always tried to nick my lunch, and their actions made me want to go to bed. Even the teachers called my dad a freak and said he was wrong in the head. Then one day it happened, the thing no one imagined, and it made me frown. A spaceship full of aliens came down from the sky during the Rochester Sweeps Festival and landed in Rochester town. They were trying to take over our Rochester town, and they were not friendly but ugly ones who came in from the south. They wore strange helmets on their heads, and they had strange teeth and massive mouths. The aliens started wobbling down the Rochester High Street, and they were looking for something good to eat. They thought the ladies tasted sweet, but the males tasted of rotten meat. The aliens started eating all the people, but not all of them, because they did not like their smelly feet. I thought I was going to end up dead, and I started hiding in my hotel bedroom in Rochester High Street. Things were looking very bad, but we had not counted on my dad, because my dad was endowed with special towers that we never knew that he had. My dad put on his horse's head and carrying his Morris sticks with bells ringing on his legs, dressed in his coloured tatters, to Rochester High Street he headed out. My dad went in search for the aliens, and he started to dance, scream and shout. To the sound of an accordion, my dad danced towards Rochester High Street, where the aliens had their station. My dad was fearless and brave and without a gun, and he came banging his sticks and waving hankies in formation. The aliens were very frightened when my dad came towards them, and they screamed and turned to run. And the aliens fled back to their spaceships, and they blasted off towards the sun. My dad became a legend in Rochester town because he had saved the people from an alien attack. Because of my dad, many of the Rochester residents became Morris dancers, and they got much fitter and never looked back. The Rochester Mayor made my dad a freeman of Rochester town, and when he Morris danced, the people would clap and wave their hats. My dad was now a hero, and that was very cool, and the children no longer thought that my dad was a prat. My dad is a Morris dancer.
But I've never met your dad, Brian.
Scary. Yeah, very scary he was.
Being a bit of an alien myself, you see. It's
My friends are just back from Rochester.
Where are we gone?
After.